Get ready for action, because the PGA Championship delivered a historic upset. Jon Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau had vastly different major weeks at ENGULFING Golf Club, with Jon Rahm securing a tied second finish, while Bryson DeChambeau failed to reach the weekend entirely. We dive into how Rahm silenced the doubters, and what this means for the LIV golf landscape. And don't miss this wrap-up. We look at the entire PGA Tour schedule heading into the 2026 U.S. Open, featuring Scottie Scheffler's record-breaking run in Texas and the big events lined up. Stay tuned for all the details, and make sure you subscribe right now for the full story. The PGA Championship concluded with vastly different outcomes for LIV Golf's stars Jon Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau, contrasting sharply with Aaron Rye's historic maiden major victory. The tournament featured one of the most congested fields in major history up to Rye's win. Jon Rahm secured a tied second finish, matching his best major performance since winning the Masters in 2023. Rahm's performance silenced critics who questioned LIV Golf's preparation for majors, with pundits noting his resurgence after a perceived drop-off in results at the Open and the Masters. Rahm, chasing a third career Grand Slam and aiming to be the first Spaniard to win the PGA Championship, cited a positive mental platform following his settlement of fines disputes with the DP World Tour. Conversely, Bryson DeChambeau failed to reach the weekend, finishing joint last among the 11 LIV Golf players. Despite a strong run of top 6 finishes in recent majors, DeChambeau struggled to translate his LIV form into major success, with an early exit in Pennsylvania marking his third missed cut in 4 majors. Analysts suggested DeChambeau may have overplayed his hand with LIV Golf, indicating a potential mindset issue affecting his performance. In contrast, Aaron Rye delivered a historic performance, holing an eagle and 4 birdies on the final 10 holes of his victory. Rye's win marked the first eagle by an Englishman in 107 years at the PGA Championship, and ended a run of 10 consecutive American winners at the event. Other notable performances included Scottie Scheffler, who admitted his putting performance was challenging, and Rory McIlroy, who finished 5 strokes behind Rye. The field saw several top 10 players struggle, with expert commentary suggesting that the top players faced challenges, including poor putting, lost fairways, and struggles with irons, highlighting the accountability of the course conditions. Furthermore, club professional Ben Kern became a social media sensation by securing a weekend spot, validating the inclusion of club pros in such large major fields. As the PGA Tour heads to Texas for the CJ Cup, Byron Nelson, Scottie Scheffler returns as defending champion, while Rory McIlroy is set for a 2-week break before the Memorial Tournament. The PGA Tour schedule is ramping up as the focus shifts toward the 2026 U.S. Open, kicking off a busy month of major events. The recent PGA Championship concluded with Aaron Rye securing his first major title, edging out Jon Rahm and Alex Smalley by 3 strokes following a dominant back 9 at ENGULFING. Rye's victory marks his first major championship and his second tour win. This week, the tour heads to Texas for a 2-week stretch featuring 2 of the longest-running tournaments on the circuit. The action begins at TPC Craig Ranch, where the newly renovated layout will be tested for the first time. Scottie Scheffler is a notable figure at this venue, having set a scoring record in 2025 and winning the tournament last year. Further south, the tour moves to Fort Worth, where Colonial Country Club, a venue hosting the PGA Tour since 1946, is set to host another event, with Ben Griffin defending his title. Meanwhile, Scottie Scheffler will defend his title for the 7th time in 2026 at Muirfield Village in Ohio. In Canada, TPC Toronto at Osprey Valley is slated to host the Canadian Open, with Ryan Fox returning as the defending champion. Looking ahead to the U.S. Open, the course at Shinnecock will see J.J. Spaun defending his 2018 victory, following an epic performance last year at Oakmont, where Brooks Koepka previously claimed the title. Hundreds of golfers worldwide are vying for a spot in the season's third major through the U.S. Open final qualifying, which is taking place across 13 venues in 4 countries ahead of the tournament at Shinnecock Hills next month. The qualifying event is proving to be a high-stakes event, attracting a roster of big names, including several stars from the LIV Golf circuit. At the Dallas Athletic Club, a significant number of LIV Golf stars are competing, with the top 9 players after the 36-hole marathon securing entry into the 126th U.S. Open. Notable names vying for qualification include Byung-Hun An, who moved to LIV Golf in January to captain the Korean Golf Club team, and Abraham Ancer, currently ranked 15th in the LIV standings. Other high-profile contenders include Josel Ballester, a Spanish young talent who secured a spot at the Masters and U.S. Open last year via a U.S. amateur win, and Eugenio Chacarra, who is seeking his 3rd major start after achieving a win on LIV Golf. The field also features established figures such as Nick Dunlap, who is on the cusp of adding a 0 to his world ranking, and Sergio Garcia, who missed out last year to finally end a 25-year run of appearances at the U.S. Open. Brandon Grace, who signed with LIV in 2022, has effectively ended his major career, while Tom Kim's recent form has seen him drop to 141st in the world rankings. Meanwhile, at Walton Heath Golf Club, DP World Tour stars are lining up for one of 7 available spots. Thomas Detry, who joined Dustin Johnson's 4 Aces team, was initially in pole position for an automatic qualification spot before Lucas Herbert secured it. Other participants include Sam Horsfield, whose major record includes multiple missed cuts at the U.S. Open, and Matteo Manassero, a former top contender who has struggled to play a major since 2016. The qualification process is intense, with players battling not only for entry into the U.S. Open, but also for their status on the professional circuit. Aaron Rai has achieved a historic victory, claiming the 2026 U.S. PGA Championship, marking him as the first Englishman to win the prestigious tournament in over a century. The PGA Championship stands as one of the 4 major men's golf tournaments, alongside the Masters, the U.S. Open, and the Open Championship. Rai navigated a highly competitive field, facing established stars including 6-time major champion Rory McIlroy and 2022 Open champion Cam Smith, before ultimately securing the title. The victory is a significant milestone for English golf, representing a first for the nation since 1919. The 31-year-old from Wolverhampton expressed his elation after lifting the trophy in Philadelphia, describing the achievement as incredible. Rai attributed his success to a confluence of factors, including guidance from coaches Andrew Proudman and Pierre Ward, and the unwavering encouragement from his parents. His entry into professional golf was an unexpected path. Rai's journey began informally, influenced by an early interest in F1, and a childhood incident involving hockey sticks led his mother to introduce him to golf clubs. His talent emerged at the age of 4 at the Three Hammers Golf Complex in Wolverhampton, with early footage of his skills being shown to BBC journalists. Beyond his on-course performance, Rai has shared some unique habits, notably wearing 2 gloves during play. He explained that this practice originated from a practical necessity when his father forgot to include both gloves in his bag, forcing him to play with only one, which proved detrimental to his performance. Rai concluded by expressing honor in being part of a long legacy of brilliant English golfers.